an opportunity that we can't pass on.
Mai te tupua, mai te tawhito, mai te kāhui o ngā ariki, mai te whiwhiki ngā tua, uhi, oero, tau mai te Māori, haumi e hui e, tai ki e. Ko tēnei te reo karanga, Ngāti Raukau e tuku mihi atu ki a koutou katoa e hono mai ki tēnei pāpāhotanga whakata Māori, ko te kēmu e whai ake nei ki kirikiri roa nei ko Hamilton Boys High School, me Palmerston North Boys High School, i roto i tēnei whakataitai Super 8. Te wiki tua toru, anei te kēmu e whai ake nei, kei takutahi tēnei wā, ko hika, pene tēnā koe hika.
Tēnā koe taku tuakana o tērā koutou e mātakitaki mai nā tēnei tukinga nui, i wainga nui i enei kura tuarua, mo te Super 8 bau kei te tino hariko au, kei te noho tahi ki a koe mo tēnei tukinga.
Kua whiti mai te rā, anei ngā kēmu, i nei wiki kua pahure.
Ai, tikatau nei te huonga mahi i ngā wiki kua hori. So past scores between teams in the Super 8. Hastings boys going down to New Plymouth boys 40-24. And then we had a big blowout there between Palmerston North and Gisborne boys 71-28. But then we move forward to one of the teams playing today. The locals, Hamilton boys, get up on their neighbours down there in Taranaki 24-17. Tauranga boys had a real tight one with their neighbours. Rotorua boys, obviously are reigning national champions, and also over there in Japan. And then if we slide down there, Napier boys, they made a little trip to north to Te Tairāwhiti and got one over their neighbours. And then Palmerston North boys, Hastings boys, that's been a big rivalry for years. Tēnei takiwa o Manawatu, whakawhiti atu ki roto o Tauranga at Palmerston North boys, definitely going into this one, I dare say, as favourites.
Nō reira ka huri nai nei ki ngā kaiako o ngā kapa e rua. Over to the coaches.
Hi Daniel. So the boys have put 116 points on the board over the last 2 games. That's a lot of tries. Has that driven in a lot of confidence within the group heading into this game?
Yeah, I think obviously if your attack's going well, you sort of you feel like you can score all the time. So yeah, that certainly gives us confidence that the boys have they sort of know what we're trying to achieve with our game plan, and we've had some success. But that's half of it really. So defensively, we've probably let ourselves down a little bit at times over the last couple of weeks. So that's been a big focus this week.
Big matchups like this can often come down to composure in key moments. What have you spoken to the boys about in the lead up?
Yeah, 100%. I think moments always make up games, really. So for us, the focus, as every week, really is just about the boys knowing their job, being really clear on it, and then you've just got to do your job. We try and stay away from the big game because then they start panicking. So yeah, just know your job and do your job. So.
Thank you. All the best.
No worries. Thank you.
Cam, home games against quality opposition are always a good test. What areas of your game will be crucial to get the result today?
Yeah, well, firstly, it is going to be a quality test today against Palmy as defending champions from last year. We've got a beautiful day for footy today, so yeah, excited to see what opportunities present themselves. But I think probably above all else will just be taking care of the real simple areas of our game and making sure we're effective in our carry clean and putting ourselves in good positions on the field to tackle opportunities when they arise.
And what have you liked most about the way your side's prepared heading into today's fixture?
Well, it's been a long old pre-season. Like it's always a wee bit delayed for our Super 8 teams before we get into comp. So we had 4 good pre-season hit-outs against Auckland opposition and Wellington College as well. So it's put us in a fairly good spot, but you don't quite know where you're at until you get to round 2 and 3. So yeah, we'll see how the boys go today, and hopefully we're able to give a good performance.
Thanks, Cam. All the best.
Awesome. Cheers.
No reira, nau mai hoki mai ki kirikiri rua. Ko tai mai te kapa ara koenei ngā toa o te taurua mano rua te kaumārima ko Palmerston North Boys High School tēnei. E o mana ki te papatākaro anei te rārangi ingoa. Ko ngā pau mua, Hill, Madden, me Island Felt. Ko ngā pau teitei, ko Stevens, rau ko Webb. Ko ngā ringa raupa, Sherman, Hauraki, me Reid, te kāpene. Te tū whāngai, ko Mitchell Hopper, te topatahi, ko Walker, ko ngā pūtaka wainga, ko Greaves, rawa ko Miller, ko ngā parirau, Cullen, rawa ko Whanua, and ko te haika, ko Rudolph, kei te paipai, Amon, Lalonga Whao, Maraku, Kelly, Moss, Cookie, me Fonfield. And ko te kaia ko tēnei kapa, ko Dan Turnock. Rere tatari ana Palmerston North Boys High School. Mo Hamilton Boys High School anei rātou, anei te rārangi ingoa e whai aki nei. Ko ngā kaitākuru e mauane ngā pōtai kei mua. Ko ngā pau mua ko Whawhita, Hammond me Kāwai. Ko ngā pau teitei ko Hala, rau ko Bushell. Ko ngā ringa raupa ko Mills, Foot te kāpene me Edwards. Ko te tūwhāngai ko Nordstrom. Te topatahi, Tuapola, ko ngā pūtaka wainga, ko Parai, rawa ko Mark, kei ngā parirau, ko Hunter, rawa ko Phillips, ko te haika, ko Bovaway, kei te paipai, Matangi, Halau Afu, Puamau, Hyatt, Cole, Marshall Moore, me Daha Elliott, ko te kaiako o tēnei kapa, ko Cam Morby.
Ai tikatau kei te whiti mai te rā ki roto o Waikato, ko ngā taniwha o Waikato, a ko wake nei, ka tākoto te manuka, and just quietly, just a little side bet. Where's your Saka Kinners going today there, Anaru?
This one's going to be too tough to call. I'm going to sit on the fence. The defending champions, Palmerston North Boys High School, up against Hamilton, who have won this competition a record 14 times. Looking forward to this one. It's the top of the pops, really. It's the best of the best, the creme de la creme of first 15 rugby in Aotearoa.
Ai tika, and isn't it great that we get to watch them on a dry pitch today, Anaru?
Yeah, you can't ask for better conditions than this. As the Palmerston North Boys High School capped players, this is a traditional thing where both teams have their cap players lay their caps on the halfway line before the haka is performed.
Kua takoto te manuka. Kai te rere te toto. Tētahi paku kōrero pāna ki te haka o te haukainga o Waikato ko ngā taitama o Kirikiri roa. This haka honours Hotu Mauia, tētahi o ngā tūpuna o Ngāti Wairere, and obviously the taniwha symbolises enduring leadership qualities such as honour, bravery and strength, but pai kare, taku tuakana anaru. You know, the old southerners from Palmerston North, they've gone all the way up State Highway 1, and they've made sure that they didn't leave the haka back there in Papaioia. They've taken that, the mana nehi of their kara. And geez, I don't think we could have a more cracking start to a Super 8 game, Manaru.
Ai, kua tai mai te ihi te wehi me te mana, me te wana hoki. Ai nei kapa e rua, me ngā haka e rua pai te kite, anei te kaua wao o te kemu nei ko Tyler Wright tēnā. Palmerston North Boys High School established in 1902, their motto, Nihil boni sine labore, which means nothing achieved without hard work. And they'll be the ones that will kick off to Hamilton Boys High School, who were established in 1955. And away we go. This mouth-watering encounter is underway here at Hamilton Boys High School. The ball stays in play. It's picked up by Rudolph. Passed on to Walker, the number 10 for Palmerston North Boys. It's caught on the full in the 22. The marked, not called. The kick downfield. It bounces nicely here for Palmerston North Boys. It's Rudolph who has a go. Gets past the first defender, spreads it out wide to the wing.
Yeah, and we can see very, very quickly both teams don't want to play or run out of their 22. And it's just a beautiful day for running rugby, isn't it, Anaru?
No, it is, and it's good to see the ball still in play so far as Palmerston North spread it wide. The skip ball picked up nicely, but good defence on Hill. And it was knocked on in the end.
Yes, well, micro skills, a little bit above and a bit high for, you know, the Paumua Max Hill, but they just get on to the next job at this level. Man, what a beautiful crowd that is showing up for this one. Those that are local in the Waikato, it's very, very close from the southern end. But ka te titiro ki ngā Paumua, big battle up front today, Anaru.
Yes, that's right. It was actually Madden and Hill, the two front rowers for Palmerston North Boys, who both scored last week. That doesn't often happen up front, but they both got a couple of meat pies last week, and they'll be looking to have another strong one today. It's the first time we have a look at the two front rows in the first scrum as reset. So it's always an interesting battle up front to see who has the ascendancy.
Well, the modern day front rower is so different to 10, 15 years ago, isn't it? The skill set, like you say, they're scoring tries. But look at this push from Palmerston North. These are going to cause a bit of trouble.
Hamilton lucky to get it out of there. It was a skip ball on that left-hand side. It's a short ball here for Edwards. Kapute Naina kia Kāwai. Talking about front rowers, it's Kāwai. The tight head prop for Hamilton Boys High School. This is a strong run, stripped away. Palmerston North Boys come up with it. And away he goes, a good run. He's broken free. It's Mitchell Hopper. Taking the ground eventually. No halfback. Counter ruckers on Hamilton. They sense the turnover. It's still there for Palmerston North Boys. They do extremely well. Mitchell Hopper is back on his feet. Looking for Walker. Walker goes long. It's there for Hodaki. Taj Hodaki. Former Warriors, New Zealand Warriors under 15s player. Good defence here by Hamilton Boys. Palmerston North just a little bit behind the advantage line at this point in time. Ka puta te poro, ki te rataha, katau. Anea Mitchell Hopper, engari he Hamine, ka hoki atu ki te Hamine.
Yeah, he was playing advantage there, looked like just coming from the side. Koira te tohu āringa. But what about that break from Mitchell Hopper? We've got a big battle going on here between the two nines, between Carlos and Mitchell Hopper. And obviously, we watched, if you watched the game last night, a Rotorua of Hamilton Boys, none other than Noah Hotham. But geez, they're looking very threatening. And they've come to throw the pillow around, definitely, when they get into the attacking opposition.
That's right, and you mentioned Noah Hotham. Noah Hotham has been one of 12 All Blacks that have come out of Hamilton Boys High School. As we look at the replay, it's that man pace Mitchell Hopper. Look at that. just sliced through the defence of Cullen Parai. And they were lucky to hold on to the ball there, Palmerston North Boys, as I don't think they realised Mitchell Hopper was the one that actually got tackled, so they were without a halfback. But here they are, and it's a short line out. Nicely done, but hang on. It's the straight is not, the throw is not straight, so it'll be a scrum now for Hamilton Boys High School.
Yeah, a crafty one to say the least. And Reid just winning it partai to partai. You know, what we've seen in CNI and Super 8, the relationship between the Kaiwa Wild and the Kapiti has been awesome. They're very clear, and they have no trouble because of discipline so well in explaining to the captains. But I feel like Palmy Boys High Konga Paumua, I felt they had the edge on the hit here, and it could be a long day if they don't get this right, Hamilton Boys.
That's right. And another big hit, as you said, hiccup, as Hamilton struggled to get it out, but it's there, and a good run this, well over the advantage line, setting the platform nicely in the pocket. There's Tuapula, and the long kick into the 22, it bounces up nicely for Whanua. Rudolph does well, still on his feet, Rudolph eventually put to ground.
Membrania Rudolph of Napier Tainui descent, he makes it look easy and manages to, you know, beat at least the first one or two tacklers. But look at that. They say you're only as good as your chase with your kick, and Palmy Boys, they have definitely got that in sync with a part of their game. But we've got a slight little break here.
And here we go on the blind side, Hamilton Boys High School breaking away, and they keep it within the forwards. It's with Mills. Nordstrom out to Fafita. To Apula. Out wide, the long ball by Hunter to Phillips. Big hit on Phillips. It's still alive for Hamilton. Mark tackled around the ankles. They've gone backwards about 10 metres, Hamilton Boys. Palmerston North Boys defence resolute at this point in time. The kick in behind. The chase. It's Phillips who's underneath. And a good chase, putting all sorts of pressure on Rudolph. And Palmerston North Boys in the awkward position just outside the 22. They keep it tight. They're back inside the 22. And they'll look to exit here. Mitchell Hopper. And they'll get the penalty, and that'll be a bonus for them.
Yeah, they look quite patient there. They just absorb that pressure there, Palmy Boys. But early in that attack, if you watch the first five or the attacking team for Hamilton Boys, the hips were facing, you know, the sideline. You've got to go direct and have square hips and attack, because once those outside backs see you turn your shoulders, they can actually hold and really read. So it might be a micro skill, but I dare say they've done their homework, that anything lateral, I don't think they're going to penetrate. Back-to-back penalties for Palmerston North Boys High, which talks a lot about their discipline. Now, they try to craft a little sneaky one here from Max Hill, so I dare say they should go to the middle. Yeah.
That's exactly where they go, Hicker. You're on fire already. They maul it up. Field, it's Palmerston North Boys High School. Their forwards have a lot of power. They've already shown it in the couple of scrums that we've already had in this match as they continue to drive. This is rugby at its best. Now it's there for Mitchell. Hopper on the inside is for Nua. Taking the ground. Walker slots in at halfback. Skirman was there. The defence was waiting for him. Mitchell Hopper out wide. Walker spreads it. Greaves. Oh, big hit on Greaves. Walker, the short side now with Rudolph. He's a formidable figure, Rudolph.
And they've done well just to get Rudolph on the first tackle. They're playing very, very deep right behind the advantage line here, but they punch one through and just pass it off.
Yeah, turned over, and it's Greaves now who has it, and there's a counter-attack opportunity. In fact, that was Parai out to Phillips. Phillips with a big tackle on him. It's still alive. Palmerston North Boys come up with it with Greaves.
Geez, they absorbed pressure really, really well. That was a great run, though. Really stretched the Palmerston North. Arai, Ingari, this is where I feel like Palmerston are very, very patient. They're very, very calm, and they take their time. They don't rush these things, and they'll just look to exit. And there's a couple of surnames, but it might have just whiffed off the boot here. but he managed to find halfway. But you see a couple of surnames you may have heard in the past, Steinmetz and Cullen, and we'll talk a little bit later about those surnames. But Palmerston, they look very stable on defence, but it's great to see a different type of attack from Hamilton Boys High. They put up a little attacking kick, and that time they stretched them wide.
Ai tawhiti rawa tērā whana, tainoa ki te rārangi hawhe. Ai paku wā whakatā mō ngā kapa e rua. No te mea, ke te hoki te kaiwa wao, ki te kōrero ki... Kau he. Ke te mamai titi o ngā kai tākoro, the Palmerston North Boys. But a good opportunity for both sides to regroup and regather.
Yeah, injury time here, and it's always most respectful for the players. But just quickly, 9 minutes, 30 seconds odd gone past. Where do you feel Palmerston North have had that slight advantage?
Well, definitely up front, as we've seen. They've got a very strong maul. That driving maul must have went about 30 odd metres off the back of that line out earlier. The scrum, they've got the upper hand at scrum time at the moment. And that's the type of foundation any side needs, really.
You can just see they do attack behind their advantage line, but I feel like it does really straighten up the attacking lines, although they're deep behind, and we're just starting to see that last pass, although it didn't go to hands. They seem to beat the first tackler. I wouldn't say easy, but it's definitely a part of they're very good at it.
Reira anei te tūtira, te whaiaki nei, kia Hamilton Boys High School. Te whāngai, ko Hunter Hammond tēnei. He kai, ko tana tino hia kia mahi te hei kai pāmu, a muri o te kura. Oh, and it's been stolen. Oh, lucky it's still there for Hamilton. There was a slight knock on there by Palmerston North Boys.
Yeah, ko te Paumua, a Madden, just hungry. Just really, really hungry. They've had the trip up. They've arrived yesterday. So they've had a big trip up. It's quite a long drive, and they've just shown up with a lot of hunger, haven't they? And it started in the haka.
Mo, get warm too, please.
That's right.
John T, make sure they're not standing
Ko tau te Māori, ingi nei kapa e rua. It was a fiery start to this match with the passion shown by both sides with both of their haka.
Yes, and these two number 9s. We saw Mitchell Hopper. Now we see Carlos of Ngāti Hine descent, mō te tau te marae. A beautiful battle between the two 9s. Obviously, service has to be of high ilk today.
Yeah, that's right. Carlos Nordstrom feeding the scrum. Played Waikato under 16s. He was born in Italy while his father played there.
Capiche?
Another collapsed scrum.
Yep, they're, yes, and I dare say there'll be a couple of Rotorua, none other than probably Ruben Love, who may be tuned in today with a big game to kapa Feel.
Yes.
One of the latest All Blacks to come out of Palmerston North Boys High.
That's right, Palmerston North Boys High School. Ruben Love is one of 16 All Blacks that have come out of that school. Also played for the Waniamata Rugby Club.
Tēnā koe, the nui. Kei te whai I tāra reo Māori, tākoro e mo Ngāti Porou, mo te pāwhitu poro. Engari, ka hoki mai ki te whitu poro. Geez, hasn't he found a whole lot of space in behind? Oh,
A slight bobble there.
Yes.
It went backwards
Rudolph.
by the looks of it. But Rudolph does well.
Once again, mountain of a man.
Almost broke free and ran the length of the field there, but Palmerston North Boys looking to exit here.
Yeah, me ātama taki a manaia Rudolph, nā puhi tainui descent. And once again, they absorb the pressure. Steinmetz, beautiful, gets a nice slice, but it hasn't gone out. Ka whakahoki te pōra ki te haika, or Hamilton, Jackson, by the way, and he goes forward too. There's some very good height in both these haika.
Oh, away goes Edwards, Isaiah Edwards with a breakaway just taken by the ankles. Still going, Edwards to the line a couple of metres short. Now it comes to the short side, and the first try of the match has been scored by the co-captain, Tom Foot.
Man, mihi ka tika. They've been a little bit on the back foot for the first 10. Here we are no. They get one little opportunity and they ice it. ko ngā ringa raupa. Anei te MāORI, man, paitana oma te oma Edwards, and he just gets him within metres of the scoreline. And this is where the service of Carlos is imperative of ilk at high level. Gets it out to te ringa raupa, Tom Foot, number 7, Waikato under 16, New Zealand Harlequins representative, 5-0, Hamilton Boys.
Ai tērā tangata Tom Foot. I reira ia. Rā ko tērā te tino. Pukinga o ngā ringa raupa ne. Kia whai te pōro. Ko tērā te piro tuatahi o tēnei ki emu.
Wow, what a way to stamp your mark. But I think it started early. They got that kicking behind the back three. And Rudolph is, man, he's a saint back there. He really gets his team out of trouble. And then out of nothing, they get a turnover, don't they?
Yeah, and Botherway's conversion just missed as we look at the replay again.
Yeah, look at the replay. He's they've been doing a lot of work that goes unnoticed. Ko ngā ringa raupa or Hamilton Boys, sort of work you don't sort of notice, but man, they pounced on that like a good loose forward trio.
Ko te riba ki te kore, hoa te kaumeneti, ko hipa I tēnei ki emu.
Steinmetz. And he's got a very good kicking game, Steinmetz.
I was almost going to say it, almost regathered there, but it's been lost. Palmerston North Boys High School get the ball back. Mitchell Hopper goes short, he's still there. Support is there as well. That's the 22-metre line. Perfect positioning for Palmerston North Boys. The long ball now, and they spread it for Greaves. Greaves, he's tackled by the two midfielders for Hamilton. Gets back up on his feet and gets back down again to release the ball. Good rugby IQ shown by Greaves. Islandfeld. They were up quickly on him. Let's Walker out to Hodaki. Miller with a little shimmy, still on his feet, gets past a couple, driving those feet. Back into the 22, Mitchell Hopper. It was a long advantage, so they'll go all the way back for a penalty.
Ai ka hoki anō ki te hāmene. Me mihi ki te kaiwawao. Love how he plays advantage. But if there isn't some that's suitable, ka hoki anō ki te hāmene. But Steinmetz, just with his kick off the start, after the try, it was an ugly bobbly kick, and man, what an array of skills to have that sort of bobbly one. And since that, Palmerston North Boys have been hot on attack.
And they've decided to go for touch. Nō reira, he tūtira e whai ake nei. Ahua te kaumita pia atu I te rārangi piro.
Short and line out. Ka hoki anō kia Hill. Me ana Pukinga.
Ahua titaha tērā whiu engari. Ka ora tonu te poro. Te Waimari e hoki pia. And the driving maul. Palmerston North Boys High School. One of their strengths, and they keep driving. Anei ngā pau mua. They're over the line. There's no appeal for a try at this point in time. It looks as though it's been held up. Hea te whakatau o te kaiwawao. Held up.
Waimari e nā te mea, I ahua titaha te whiu o rite ki ngā mōwhiti o te kaiwawao. Engari, ko whakatau, kaore I pero, so probably a good outcome in the end, but geez, a rolling maul from Palmerston North Boys High, really starting to change gears.
Yeah, and we spoke about one of those strengths for Palmerston North Boys High School, which is up front, as the goal line dropout is long, very long, past the halfway line. Greaves taking it to the line. Hamilton Boys counter-ruck, they come through the middle, but the timing was just a little off. The quick tap now, Mitchell Hopper's away. Referee says play on, a strong tackle on Mitchell Hopper.
Hopper, yeah, he's definitely, and looks like we've got a quick sub there coming on. It may be the young guy straight out of Taihape. Ka titira anō, we do see a substitution come on.
And Reid has to play halfback as it's with Stevens. Mitchell Hopper returns. Goodness me, he's had a couple of outstanding runs so far. Out wide to Greaves. They spread it to Miller. Miller with a little step. Couldn't quite get past that first defender. Out there on the sideline, Mitchell Hopper is quick to get there. He's weighing up his options. Short ball now for Skirman. They've got the advantage, Palmerston North. Long ball, it's opening up. And they'll go back. He Hamine.
Yeah, ko te katoa ngā Hamine. I think Palmerston maybe at 4. So definitely 4 consecutive. And ko te Kaiwa Wild, Tyler Wright, he's just going to have a little kōrero. Ki te kāpene o Hamilton Boys. But I do see that Tino Cookie, 21, has come on as a replacement for the Pūtaka Wainga. There was a little injury stop earlier on, so it looks like that he's moved into the centre position, midfield, and just seamlessly they just move on like a very well-oiled machine. But Hamilton Boys, once again, they've denied them, turned them out, and they're not interested in 3 points, Palmerston.
He kōrero whakatūpato tā te kaiwa wao ki te kāpene o Hamilton Boys High School. Te rapea mena he Hamine anō, he kāri kōwhai pia.
Pai aki te kāri kaura, engari. Ka hoki anō kia Hill, me ana pūkenga whiu.
Haere ki muri o te tūtira rā. Anei ngā paumua. E kōkiri whakamua ana. Again, good structure here. Keeping tight. It's Hill who's got his hands on the ball. Keep an eye on number 1, Hill, with the headgear. He's got the ball. And a penalty. Here we go. Well, they had a speaking to earlier. They might have got away with a card. But I'd say if there's another one, they could be in trouble.
I think ko te painga atu, kei te whakamara matu te kaiwa wao, that more penalty, that type of penalty, you know, wasn't worthy of a card. I just have to pull it down, different story. But great adjudicating by Tyler. I feel like he hasn't had an effect on the flow of the game.
Tika tau. Ahua moata tēnei kemu, mō ngā kāri.
Tika tau. Ara, te rua te kaumātahi, there we have Tino Cookie. He's come on and slipped straight into, looks like midfield, definitely.
There's Reid, the captain, takes it off the line out, and again they drive. Palmerston North Boys High School. They're getting the slaps on the back. Keep going, boys.
Fafita.
And it's just skewing towards the sideline. This is good defence by Hamilton Boys.
Yes, and Dion Fafita, he got in
touch.
there. Fafita, he got in there early, and they're trying to put him up, but man, he definitely used his strength and frame and got in there, disrupted that very first push of Palmerston North Boys High, and that's why I think they're lethal, that first to second gear, they just get momentum. But Fafita, well done. What a battle up front.
Ko tērā te raru i te hiwa mena ka neke pēnei ai. Mena kei korā te ārai o Hamilton Boys. I āta neke ki te taha o te papatākoro rā. I puta atu te pōra.
And a couple of refs sideline as well. I can see just eagering on the ref to, yep. That was massive from Hamilton Boys because they've been on the back of, I think, 4 consecutive penalties. Ko te ārai. And look at that, just like that, just purely through their mindset of defence, they've managed to pick up a penalty.
Yeah, Hamilton Boys High School will be relieved to get that penalty after a number of consecutive penalties against them, and they'll take all the time in the world to boot this as far as they can.
And it's quite interesting, sort of in that corner, I've seen a couple of very well-dressed locals. Looks like a deputy principal right down there, just behind the adjudicator. Not saying anything, but definitely noticeable. And you can just see the boys lift when they see that support. But wow, 5-0. 21 minutes in. These games are 35-minute halves. And, man, we found ourselves into a beautiful game of rugby. If you're tuned in, this is Super 8. Hamilton Boys, Palmerston Boys.
Nei te tūtira, kia Hamilton, te whāngai, ki tēnei tūtira, kia reira tonu, Nordstrom, ngari, kua whio. Oh, it's a free kick. It looks as though there was an issue there at line-out time again, numbers-wise.
I'll tell you what, you're not going to pull the woolly over this ref. He was very sharp and picked that up straight away and working in tandem with his sideline touch judges. But here, Hill, Steinmetz, they've got some real barnstorming running back rowers, and John T. Skirman there.
And here's Greaves, who looks to break the line. He's been strong so far. And a penalty against the attacking side. He was on his feet. And it's Dion Fafita again. It's your man, Hika.
Yeah, he is really growing. He was quite a momentum shift from that penalty that they received. And now look at him just find himself right on the ball. It was a great break. Great run there by Greaves. They've got so many damaging ball runners, haven't they, Palmerston North Boys High? And here it is. Here, look at him. 1-2, keep going, go through. But Fafita's right on there. Steinmet's willing, but geez, against that big front rower there, tough, a very tough task.
Puta te poro ki waho. Ke reira tonu te taha Hamilton boys. Haere ki Murira. Ke tora tonu. Nordstrom. Nice left foot step opening it up, and that was Parai. And on his shoulder was Mark. It's still alive for Hamilton Boys High School. It's Phillips who plays halfback. Now Hala. Pick and go. Fafita. Fafita still going hard to put down. Couple metres short. Getting closer and closer as the backs rearrange themselves out to this right-hand side. They're starting to scream for it, but they'll keep it tight. Another pick and go. A metre short. Play on, it's there. A penalty advantage coming for Hamilton boys. It's Nordstrom who has it go himself close to the post, but we'll go back for the penalty. Just watch the quick tap.
Don't they look like a different team, Hamilton boys, when they get within your 22? We've just seen a beautiful bit of class there from Cullen Parai.
Sorry, Hika, quick tap, and it's Foot who passes it. There's an appeal for a try. Yes, he piro anō, te piro tuarua. More Hamilton Boys High School.
Yeah, it looks like the headgear. We're just trying to pick out the headgear here for Hamilton boys coming back. Barnstorming run, but they look like a totally different team when they're hot on attack just outside. And they come from this run here, and they got it to our man Cullen Parai. Uses his feet off his left, slices through, and some great support just off his hip and through. They're very, very patient here. But this was the quick tap. Come from Foot. Looks like we passed it on to, we're just going to get the number there, Hala, Malakai Hala, and 10-0 Hamilton boys. 2 opportunities to strike, and they've striked.
Boff away for the conversion, it's good. Te Kaumarua, ki te kore. Hamilton Boys High School, Kimua.
Yeah, and once again, look at this footwork. Whack off the left, slices through. There's a big gap and big tackle there by Islandfield. Paumua more Papaioia, but then Hala. He definitely doesn't need an invitation that short from the line, and what a try.
Hamilton Boys High School, they had their backs against the wall just moments ago, conceding a number of penalties, and all of a sudden it just shows how quickly the game of rugby can change. Kia rātou te poro, Hamilton Boys. I roto I taratu ake, rua te kaumarua, ka puta atu rātou I naenei, he hamene pia ke te haere. There's an advantage as the breakaway here from the ruck. It's been turned over, but we'll go back. There was an advantage being played.
Taku mōhio he rutu teitei. But I just want to compliment Steinmetz. His kickoffs are very hard to handle, but they managed to get a nice pill. But yeah, he rutu teitei. It's our adjudicators all over that. But they're slowly starting to let the ball go. Hamilton, they've been very disciplined. Very, oh, and this hasn't found touch.
Oh.
Wow, and what a chase there by Hamilton boys. Wow, lucky that they had great chase. But Palmerston North, we will see the class of this team and how well they absorb pressure.
That's right, as Reid takes it outside of the danger zone for Palmerston North boys. Mitchell Hoppert really has to dig into there to get it out. Eventually it comes as they spread it to this left side. They're going to run it from inside their 22. Love to see it. Good stuff there by Hodaki.
Oh, yes, look at this clean out here.
You're right,
Play through.
Wow. Turned over. Hamilton Boys High School come up with it. connects in their lead, 12-0 at this point.
Lock on.
And here's Edwards. It's gone backwards. Play on. Buffaway gives it out. The long ball to the winger. It's Hunter.
Yes, Tino.
Hunter's taken to ground.
And here goes
Fafita.
Carlos. Fafita.
Fafita. So strong, so powerful. Pick and go, Edwards. Is like Edwards still going?
What a battle. Ball's out. They need to clear this early.
And here it comes. Bob away the long ball. It's just gone to ground by Tom Foot. Turned over. Palmerston North Boys have it.
Yeah, and that pressure again. Palmerston North, they definitely absorbed that. Oh, what a great take. Geez, the modern day, yeah, we just drifting, drop low, and that tackle here. Herutu Teitei was falling in that tackle. But once again, you can just see, I feel they're very organised on defence, Palmerston North Boys High. Definitely sucking in the big ones, but they'll be stoked with that. And we've just got a time out here. Just got a partai. We just want to have a quick little kōrero, but it's good to see Tino Cookie 21 from Palmerston North Boys High. I think it's just going to bring the captains out and just reset, which is a nice way to bring both teams in. Just kia tau te mauri.
Ai, kia tau te mauri. I nui rawa ngā hāmene tā ia kapa I roti tēnei kēmu. Here's the replay. It just went to ground. The turnover was on. Some strong defence from both sides.
But koe la te tangi, te whiua te kai wawao, Tyler Wright just really resetting things. His time got a beautiful, absolutely beautiful kicking game. And, he tino pukenga mo te tōpatahi. And then Hill, they've got a lot of different skills here. But me mihi ki te moni to our sponsors, Whakata Māori, Bailey's, Caltex, Apollo Projects, Anchor, and also Nativa. Without our sponsors, obviously we would not be able to broadcast this amazing game between two beautiful kura and Hamilton Boys High and Palmerston North Boys High.
The line out for Palmerston North Boys is good as they spread it out into the midfield. That was a good pass by Miller to his midfield partner in Greaves, who was born in the Hawke's Bay. Wants to go to the Lincoln University in Canterbury after his school days are over as they spread it to the right side. Good defence again by Hamilton Boys. The ball goes out into touch.
Yeah, ko te pariro o kirikiri ro, Luke Phillips, anything right side you'll see him go and play that halfback role. But this left edge, Carson Hunter, man, watch this, bang, drops it in. Oh, yeah, and lets him know too. And it's right on the sideline where his substitutes are. So that's a big lift for that left winger.
Yeah, Cole Cullen felt that the big hit there from the Hamilton Boys defence. Obviously the son of Christian Cullen. Manawatu under 16s as well. Scored 2 tries last week, Cole Cullen. He's on the right wing but wearing number 11.
And we've just seen that they haven't made many errors at all exiting out wide, but just that pressure on the pass. And, their tails are up a little bit, aren't they, Hamilton? Because probably at least 65% of the pearl has been in Palmerston North's hands, and they've just made the most of the opportunities, kirikiri roa.
Rima Minatia toi anei tēnei wahanga tuatahi o te kēmu nei. And a big break, it opens up. The gate's wide open, still going the offload. Doesn't find a person, goes to ground, and it's there now for Fafita. He did well to follow the play. Edwards drives. Just short. Could be a turnover. Palmerston North fancy themselves. They've got the advantage as well, but goodness me. The gates opened up for Hamilton Boys.
Looked like Pārai. Straight off the line out, looked like Pārai. And I just love how he had the ball in 2 hands. Showed the pill, but we're going to take looks like a little injury break there. Huge turnover. Just got, here it is here. Once he gets the ball, has a little look, body language, bang, slices through. And then he just needed someone right on his hip. He looked a little bit too late. If this pass had gone a hand, Tino Cookie does get in the way, the 21 there. And that was the difference. But what about the scrambling defence from Palmerston North Boys High?
Yeah, no, I just had another look. It was Carson Hunter who came off his left wing who opened up the gap there. And the speed shown by him, and he just needed the support, and that pass just couldn't quite connect with one of his teammates, but it would have been all on for Hamilton boys. They came very close, and it was Dion Fafita who was there playing like a loose forward.
What about Hunter? He actually put the tackle in which got them the scrum. So we can start to see these little, we call them playbook moves out of coaches. That's definitely a set play where they bring him in, and why not? Because he actually adds an extra number, doesn't he, when they number up. And we can just see ko te rautaki o ngā kaiako, slowly just planting those strategies late in the half.
Ngā hua o te ngā rautaki rā. Ngari kei a Palmerston North Boys High School te poro I tēnei wā. He kakari I roto I tā rātou ake rua te kaumārua. Heka ko tērā te rārangi rima mita. Tēnō tata rātou ki tō tā rātou ake rārangi piro. Palmerston North Boys.
Hamilton, when they get within striking distance, I feel like they just shift into another gear and they really just switch from red zone defence to green zone attack. However, I feel that's where Palmerston North defence is at their best. They're very good at scrambling and then resetting and not freaking out. You know, they're very, very composed under pressure.
Hopa, look to go short side. He's under all sorts of pressure, but does extremely well to get the ball away. He's been charged. Ball's still in play. And who's got it? Palmerston North Boys have it. Somehow. It was Whanua. Had to get the boot to the ball, but it's a penalty. Hamilton Boys will have it. They looked for the quick tap, but they'll just slow things down.
But don't you like the poker playing of Mitchell Hooper? He got under pressure on this right side option turn, flicked it to Tino Cookie, and he's probably a left footer, just whiffed off the boot. But just the class of how calm they are under pressure, this Palmerston North Boys High. But here we go, and look at Fafita. He's looking very, very eager to get his hands on the ball here.
All right, let's keep an eye on Fafita, but here we go, the line out coming up. Te tūtira, ko Heiman tēnei. E whiu ki roto, I tēnei tūtira, ka haere ki mua nei. Ana, kei whia Fafita, a big drive. Still going, getting close to the line. Still short. Nordstrom spreads it wide, a good left foot step. It opens up and an offload. Oh, the hurdling over with Parai over the defence. It's still there now. It's with Hala, looking for try number 2, Hala. They're underneath the posts. Hamilton Boys, centimetres short. But held up, great defence, Palmerston North Boys.
Yeah, me mihi ka tika ki te ārai o ngā taitama o te papai hioia. And once again, they just look very stable early on. They really organised themselves well. But, man, they're just hanging on, aren't they?
They are. They'll probably get one last crack here. Hamilton Boys. Palmerston North Boys will go straight down the middle. And it's there now for Tuapola. And the replacement, no, in fact, it's Botherweight from the back. A good run. There's the 22-metre line there. Hamilton Boys just stringing the phases together. Around 30 seconds to go until half-time.
I can see Cyrus Mark just there, the Pūtaka Wainga centre. He's just directing traffic. And I feel if he can see a little gap, he's going to pounce.
Let's keep an eye on that. So here goes Nordstrom again off the back of that ruck. Good offload to Edwards, and again offloading. But it's just gone forward. And that'll be it. Ko tērā te mutunga o te wāhanga tuatahi o tēnei kiemu ki Wainganui. Yeah, Hamilton Boys High School me Palmerston North Boys High School. And I te wā whakatā kei runga Hamilton Boys High School. Te kaumārua ki te kore.
Hey, Stefano, look who's in the house.
From the park to the city, stories told our way. Stream it, cast it, carry it with you. Download MāORI Plus on your devices.
What makes selling with Baileys altogether better? It's the energy we bring to every home we sell. Enhancing and lifting the energy of your home to achieve the best possible result. Because when the energy is right, you can feel it. Baileys, altogether better.
Sport is about more than just the game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. It's learning when to back yourself or back your buddies. It's actually being excited to get out of bed early on a Saturday. Sport is about more than just the game. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
The forest should never have been taken off this steep hill country that's eroding, and it makes absolute sense to afforest those hills. What we're doing here is using the exotics to help that process get established. We're looking at a managed transition process where those pines are progressively thinned as the native understory establishes. We're trying to do several things here. Soak up carbon, establish native forest, and we're trying to improve biodiversity. You're achieving an awful lot with one program of activity.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through really tough times.
That is tough. Kei aku nui, kei aku rahi, anei rā, a haka feels.
Else just make sure that everyone knows who we are.
Te whāinga matua, kia rangatira tutu, kia waganui tutu.
Me and my brother's like, stop.
I want to win. I want to win. Let's go. Anei a haka feels, te mihi atu nei.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass up.
No, hoki mai tātou mā ki kirikiri roa ki te kura tuarua o ngā tama o kirikiri mo tēnei kēmu ki Wainganui a Hamilton Boys High School me Palmerston North Boys High School i tēnei wāke runga Hamilton Boys High School te kaumārua ki te kore ko foot rawa ko hala ngā kaipiro o tēnei kēmu. And at half time it's Hamilton Boys High School leading 12-0 against Palmerston North Boys High. As we look at the highlights of the first half, and it was Palmerston North Boys from inside their own half. Mitchell Hopper, one of the standouts, received the penalty, and then off the line out Hamilton Boys High School. A big left foot step there by Parai, opening things up. And that's that man Parai who's been one of the star players in this first half, and Luke Phillips, the breakaway there, some solid defence by Palmerston North Boys. And then Edwards has also been hard to put down, and on this occasion got very close to the line and then spread out to the co-captain Tom Foote, one of the try scorers. It's the first try for Hamilton Boys, and again as we go back to that big left foot step, the break by Parai, which then led into an opportunity for Hamilton Boys, and that was the second try, which was scored by Malakai Hala. So it's been all Hamilton Boys High School in the first half. Hoki mai, hika mai te wharepaku. No reira, hika, hea o whakaro o te wahanga tuatahi.
Oh, kia ora, whaki atu ki te iwi. Tēnā koe te katoa. Yeah, man. Wow. Geez, I think it's opportunities end of the day. Just those moments, Hamilton Boys, they've got down there and they've made the most. Palmy have been attacking opportunities, but Mitchell Hopper's looked threatening. I think his service has been outstanding. They just haven't been, I don't know, Hamilton Boys just look like they're going to another gear when they get really, really close to Te Rārangi Pero Anuru.
Sapiens for Tunam Finger Sabi, which is Latin for a wise man carves his own future. The motto for Hamilton Boys High School, established in 1955, and they get the ball back from their own kick. And a good start to the second half to Hamilton Boys High School. Nordstrom. Tuapola. Into the midfield. The defence was there to meet him. Oh, big dummy, and it's Nordstrom having to go. Offloading. And here it is. It's Mills who passed it off to Mark, who was there in support as they go the short side. Hamilton Boys, they're lining up here, running out of space, but it's out there for Phillips. Phillips for the first try. Ko te rā te piro tuatahi o te wāhanga tuarua ahua ko tahi miniti. Kua haere tēnei wā.
Ai, te wahanga tuarua. As you'll see in the replay, you can just see off the ball, ko te tupatahi Tuapola, you can just see him directing the outside backs straight off the kickoff. And man, they look really, really in sync. But then Carlos takes a nice little dart at the back of that ruck. And man, what a way to start. Here it is here, dummy there. And you could just see off the ball a lot of organisation. They're very patient again. We do see a little bit of an advantage to a high tackle there. Pill come through there, and just sometimes it's your day, you know, just bounces off the chest into the hands of Phillips, and you got to play to the whistle. And man, they have just gone bang straight out of halftime.
Luke Phillips, dangerous there on that right wing. And like you say, a bit of luck went their way. A slight deflection into the breadbasket, I suppose, for Luke Phillips. He's still got a bit of work to do on the sideline as the conversion from the outside is right down the middle. Jackson Bobaway adds the extras to Kaumaiua ki te kore.
Yeah, Nate, Carlos has a look. It's right off his hip, and this is where ko ngā ringa raupa, these loose forward, that trio from Hamilton Boys, anyone's made a break, they've been there. Heads this pass just off the chest, bounces through Phillips, and there's not much he can do, but you are right, he still had a lot of work to do. But anei ka hoki anō ki te tōpatahi o te papai oia ngā tamato stymieds.
Cullen Parai, the number 12, he's been good distributor, but also breaking the line. And here we go, Hamilton Boys High School still hot on the attack. A little step, good support play, it's gone to ground advantage. And lost ball, but right from the restart, Hamilton Boys inside their own half made about 50-odd metres, but it was just that last pass that didn't quite connect.
Yeah, ko ngā ringa raupa, ara, ko foot, Tom Foot, and they've just been on the hip of anyone making a break. But what about this powerful run here? Look, 1, 2, still pumping there, little flick off here. Yes, beautiful, and he's right there, isn't he? And then come again. Off his right foot, you know, these loose forwards for Hamilton Boys, unsure whether they're midfield backs.
Right. Naite Kakari mo Palmerston North Boys High. Ka haere ki te ra, taha MΑORI, a long ball. And it's Miller. Miller breaks the line. Taken from behind, and it's been intercepted. Picked up by Hamilton Boys High School, turned over. But it looks as though there may be a counter ruck. It's all open for anybody really who wants it, and Hamilton Boys lose it. So Palmerston North Boys have it with Whanua. And off the wing. Lining up is Madden, a short ball, but it doesn't quite find the hands of Walker. And now the little goosey. It's with Cullen. Taken by the legs there.
Yeah, katahi te rutu, tana hōriri, a hunter, ngari, ka hoki anō, and this is good for Palmy. They haven't had a lot of ball. I like how they attack from very, very deep behind the advantage line, but man, katahi te rutu, ko tērā.
And you can add a tonu te poro o Palmerston North Boys, ka haere ki tēnei taha poto, anei a hauraki. Good defence by Hamilton Boys. They're really struggling, Palmerston North, to inject in a big turnover. Hamilton Boys offloading. Here it is. They need support. He's still going. And that's Edwards. Hard man to put down. They go wide. A good pass there by Nordstrom. On the outside is Phillips looking for number 2 in 2 minutes. Oh, but it's just bobbled into touch.
Yeah, what a way. Take that one, man. Absolutely outstanding work there from Mitchell Hooper. He put a stop to that, but this barnstorming, these ringa raupa, this loose forward trio, there's Edwards and Foot, and look at him just, man, he'd be close to my player of the day already. Good vision here from Carlos, but even better defence from Mitchell Hooper. Kōrera no te kai wawao. Well, man, whatever was said at half-time, definitely Hamilton have responded there, Anaru.
That's right. And I tell you what, Hamilton's attack is just as good as its defence on the other side of the field as well. Palmerston North Boys did string quite a few phases together, but just didn't have the answers to penetrate the defensive line there of Hamilton Boys High School, and then Hamilton Boys can easily turn defence straight into attack, and we saw the danger there of the loose forwards, especially Isaiah Edwards.
Well, ka titiro ki ngā ringa raupa, so the 6, 7 and 8 for Hamilton Boys, Mills, Foot and Edwards. Anything sort of middle of the field, they're just taking care of business, aren't they, whether it's, like you say, defence or attack. But I feel like Taj Hodaki has just slowly brought himself in, but Manaia Rudolph, if there's anyone I'd want to get on the ball, it'd be Rudolph.
No, that's right. Manaia Rudolph has been very solid at the back there. And we've got some replacements coming on, Hiccup.
Yeah, Nate. He ahua mua te engari. It looks like we've got Cash. We'll get those numbers again. Kelly. Thornfield with a couple we saw, and also Oli Maraku. Kua rā te tokotoru, and kua whakawhiti kai tākaro. And why wouldn't you get some fresh legs on? And they'll just slot straight in there for Palmy Boys side. We've got a couple of handy jumpers. Then Reed
is secured from inside their own 22, and a penalty just to relieve that extra pressure that's been put on them early in the second half.
Yes, and Reed, and instant impact for the 3 that come off the bench, and that's what you want to impact. You know, that was quite a pressure time to come on, wasn't it? Teeing up from your line. But it's a great way to start their Super 8 second half in this top of the table clash.
There you go, just collapsing there. The maul. So ka puta te poro ki waho. Tērā te rārangi rua te kaumārua. Ahua poto tērā whana.
Tika tau. I te mutunga iho, ko hoki te poro.
Oh, that's been turned over. Hamilton Boys come up with it, and here we go again. And Isaiah Edwards is ready for another run. Here he is.
That's a great first up tackle.
Yep, Edwards, and there it is for Mills. It's the loose forwards getting amongst it, as they have been all match for Hamilton Boys High. Now they go out to the right, a long ball again to Phillips. He's had a lot of ball come his way. Phillips gets past one. The offload inside to Tuapola.
Yeah, you could just see them hunt down that first 5, those forwards. They saw first 5, they just hunted them, but done well there, Edwards, just to keep the ball in play. They're definitely stretching them side to side, aren't they?
Yep, and here they come. A big break here. And look, Johnny on the spot. Good offload. Play on. It's Hammond. Hammond is over the line. He's got there. Hunter Hammond.
And he's just chipped away tirelessly through the game, Hunter Hammond, doing all his parts, scrummaging, line-outs, making his tackle. And that little sniff from the topatahi, patience. Talk about being patient, all right. Tuapola, look at it. Gets it here, has a look up, slices through, and right on his hip. And they must definitely train this assisting part of their game, because they've never been by themselves or isolated, have they, Hamilton, when they've made a break? There's always been someone right on their hip.
That's right. The support play by Hamilton Boys High School has been their biggest strength in this match, especially on attack. And another example, another shining example there of how it's connected and how it's worked. And Tuapola, with the patience living up to his name, to just spot the gap and run through it. And then also the timing of that pass, knowing full well that Hunter Hammond was on his left shoulder.
Wow. And here we have the high katene, the kai whana. Going to bag a couple more points here, Jackson. Yeah, and it's just, wow.
Oh, he put the commentator's curse on him.
Yes. I think there's a bit of a flash from the crowd. But here it is, sort of from Hala, looks up. And the outside defence had lifted to close it off, but like all good first 5s. Another one that played last night, Taha Kemara, who was that combination at Hamilton Boys with Noah. Just, man, some have just got that natural instinct, don't they?
Reira ka hoki a Palmerston North Boys High School ki te rārangi hawhe mo te whanatimatanga anō. And Hamilton Boys have it back here for Fita. Wants to be a police officer when he finishes out at school for Fita. I don't think I'd want to deal with Fafita if I get pulled up.
Well, yeah, he's definitely a favourite of mine, and he'd be someone you want to keep peace on the beat on the street, but back at it, they just need one, don't they? I feel like Palm, if they can just get one good set of attack and...
But a penalty against the attacking side there, just holding on.
Yes. And sometimes when just things go your way, they go your way. Everyone's in sync with Hamilton Boys High.
So rua te kaumawha ki te kore. Te kaumena te kua hipa. I tēnei wāhanga tuarua.
E me hoki anō ki te pūtea, whakaata Māori, Celtics, na tiwa Apollo, ka nui ngā mihi ki koutou. Kaha tautoko, tēnei o ngā hā kine. We are very, very grateful for all the sponsorship here that enables us to give you this unreal Super 8 top of the table clash live stream.
Te toko maha o ngā kai tautoko i ngā taha e mātakitaki ana tēnei kiemu i tēnei rā mokopuna ki kirikiri roa nei. And stolen line out, Palmerston North Boys. They needed that.
Ollie Reid, he's tried tirelessly there. The big number 8 from Palmy Boys.
As they run it, here's Whanua almost splitting the defence. He does. Whanua looking for support, can't get the ball away. Up until halfway, they go the short side, and they've got numbers here if they can free it, but they can't. Taken to ground, Palmerston North Boys. It's Mitchell Hopper out now into the forwards to the replacement. It's Maraku.
Just off camera, can just see Carlos looked like he took a little knock in the last tackle. Oh, look at this stepping up.
Nice play for
pressure.
Yes, it's there now for Cookie. Cookie who's just come on in the last few minutes. And there's a long advantage, so we'll go back for a penalty, but good stuff here by Palmerston North Boys.
Get to see that outside defence, that umbrella defence from Hamilton Boys. They got up, put a little bit of pressure on the pass, and that sort of halted that attacking weapon. But we just saw the class of Whanua, just a little bit of pill, and he opened them up.
Go, boys. Let's go, Palmy.
And so Palmerston North Boys haven't had much of the ball as we look at this replay and look at this man, Michael Whanua, coming in off his wing and splitting those two defenders. Just needed to look for the support players on his right side. Couldn't get the ball away, but nonetheless made a good few metres there to get them over the advantage line and then also getting the penalty for his side.
Kei te rongo e te hunga mātakitaki, kei te taha. So Palmerston North have got a few whānau that have made the big trip up. Great to see. But unfortunately, just an overthrow. And here's our latest try scorer. Got himself a meat pie there. Hunter Hammond. And yes, why not? Chipping behind. This is great. Brautaki from Hamilton Boys.
Oh, the bounce is an awkward one. Oh, it's been knocked forward. It's still there. Hamilton, Nordstrom. Gives it out. They've got the ball. Hamilton Boys, they've got the advantage too. But what an awkward bouncing ball there, hard to deal with, and it's been turned over. There'll be a scrum now for Hamilton Boys.
And that's awesome to see. Game management, you're up by 24. Turn those forwards behind. Look at this kick. Beautiful kick. But as we always say, your kick's only as good as your chase. Gets an ugly bounce here, this one here, and puts huge pressure on. Just bobbles it forward, and all they needed, they were just unlucky that because our man Pafita, he was steaming up. He's had a huge shift for this game, like all the Paumua, and the hot on attack again.
Yeah. I kiti au ia Fafita, I rongo ana I te rārangi piro. Here we go, Hamilton Boys off the back. It's Edwards. Edwards will have a run, no doubt. Here we go. Good defence though, keeping him up off his feet, but he's still driving those legs, Edwards. He's just short. Foot gives it out. Still there with the forwards for Hamilton Boys.
Grass cutter tackle there, and they're just going to go wide through the hands.
Here we go to Pola. Tuapola will go all the way and he'll score. Tuapola. Kua piro ia I naenei.
And they just cannot contain them. Eric Miller put a huge tackle on the number 8 off the back of the scrum here. We'll see. But that was a grass cutter. But once again, ko te topatahi just takes his time. Show right foot, goes through slices, and just that weight of possession with the ball, it eventually cracks, and they've been so patient. It was from a attacking kick from within their half, put huge pressure on, and Hamilton boys, wow, did not see the scoreline coming there, Anaru.
No, Tuapula, he reminds me a lot of Richie Mo'unga, the type of, the poise, the control as a first five, as the conversion is successful from Botherway, and now Toru Takau Mātahi ki te kore, but Tuapula, let's look at the replay here. It was that kick in behind, and poor old Cole Cullen, he thought he had it covered, but the bounce of the ball was very awkward, and Hulla was there to put pressure on. Nordstrom was just waiting to look for a support player, but in the end, it was a try, and Tuapula, he's chucked a couple of dummies so far and made a couple of line breaks in that time, just dotted over.
I just want to give credit where credit's due. I feel the respect between both teams has been outstanding. Both of these could have highly respect each other, and it's played in such a great spirit. So ka nuing amihi kia koutou ngā kaitako katoa. Oh gee, that's another. They just
off the back fence.
They got a couple of concrete makers, I think, there at Hamilton boys. Oh yes, there's pressure.
Yeah, the defence putting pressure on, and it's Whanua will go all the way by the looks of it. Yes, Whanua deserves it. He piro ma Whanua. Kei runga rātou i te scoreboard me ki. Ko te toru Takau Mātahi ki te rima.
Yeah, and they pounced on it, didn't they? They just pounced on it. You can see just a little bit of what this Palmerston North Boys High School team are capable of. Pressure hit, that was a big hit. We got up off his feet. And then we get a little error here. And it's pressure on defence, isn't it? Hulla unfortunately made that. But then he goes, we talked about him. Whanua, he was the last probably midfield break they made was our man on the camera there. Whanua, Condor Sevens and Global Youth. Tongan Barbarian Sevens player, Malo Lele.
Yeah, and he's born in Porirua. Took a low in Tongan, and that's just missed there by Walker, but it's a good sign for Palmerston North Boys High School as we come into the last 20-odd minutes of this match.
What about the pressure on the kick, though? They could have easily not put pressure on, but he put pressure on, managed to miss the kick. And here it is. It's quite a long pass here to Hulla, just drops it, and on it, Whanua, 1-2, and just uses the speed here, doesn't he? Just slices through in the end. They're on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and it's there now. That's Cullen. Oh, it's been stripped away, turned over. Hamilton boys keeps it alive, and that was an inside ball there by Puamau, Caleb Puamau, who's just come on.
Yeah, number 18 there. And why not? You know, you're up 35-5, 31-5. And Cam, Hamilton boys head coach, slowly implementing these players off the bench. We've also got Mateo Cole, 20, who's replaced another standout performer there at Nordstrom, Carlos, who's had a great game. And then also number 18, as we just saw, Caleb Puamo. And we can see another one there, 16, Mitch Matangi. So they've cleaning the bench out.
So Hamilton boys, they're not going to take the foot off the pedal here. Ka haere ki muri o te tūtirara. The ball's alive, it's still there, and it's with Matangi, the year 11, born in Kawakawa, having a go. First touch.
Yes. And another...
Pick and go. It's opening up for Edwards. Oh, another offload, Hammond.
What a turnover. Yep, he was first.
Oh,
one
yes,
there.
it's a turnover, Palmerston North boys.
Yeah, great work there. You can just see him. He got there early, but they're going to run it.
Oh, yes.
They want to get straight into it.
That's for Nua. Nua will look on the inside. And there it is for Miller. Miller breaks. Miller needs support. He goes to ground. Gets back up. Does a wee roly-poly. Now it's there. The backs are waiting for it. Reed, the captain. Big contest there. It's still, the ball's still there for Palmerston North, and they've got the turnover. Walker putting the kick, the crossfield kick. How's the chase? Cullen, how's the bounce? But the advantage. We'll go back for the advantage. Interesting decision.
Yeah, a little bit of momentum shifted towards Palmerston North Boys High. And we can see that man again, Eric Miller. He has been identified. Get the ball to Miller. And, man, he's a very strapping athlete, isn't he, out in the midfield, Kaitaka Wainga. And that's his second big break he's made on that left edge.
Yeah, Ngāti Kahununu ki Wairua, Rangitane ki Wairarapa, Eric Miller.
Yes, Te Ori Marae, Taki Timi Marae, tēnā koutou. Steinmetz, Topatahi. It's whānau mai born in Ireland. Walker.
Nō reira, he tūtira mō Palmerston North Boys. But there's just been a sort of shift in momentum, I feel, in the last few minutes. As Palmerston North Boys gain a bit more confidence here on attack. And they've got the line out at the back. It was by Sherman. It's there now for Hill. Still going. Was born in Lourdes in France.
Walker.
Go wide. And it's for Nua. He looks and he finds Cullen out wide there. Hard to put down, but eventually goes to ground. And now it's with Stevens. Palmerston North Boys with a bit of structure here for Nua. They give it out to Miller. Miller to Reid. Does well, releases, regathers. And a penalty, another long advantage.
You can just see the Topatahi Walker really picking the right people on the ball. They're going side to side. Stretch them for Noah Cullen. They with a nice combo. And I really, really like the combination of Miller back to Ollie Reid. Just a set there. But they've got to go quick here. They've definitely got points in them, Palmy boys. But yeah, they're going to have to go quick.
So, okay, reira tonu te poro. Mo Palmerston North Boys High School. Ko tai mai e te ho ngā waiwai hau me ki, mai te paipai. Toru te kau mātahi ki te rima.
That's been a little bit niggly. The line out slightly from Palmy Boys High, but Max Hill, Madden, Ireland felt those Pomua, geez, they get a lot of metres and a lot of minutes out.
So here we go, and it's, oh, here we go. It's all on here for Palmerston North Boys. It was Madden who broke away from that maul. Caught the Hamilton Boys defence napping.
Liking the change up on the line out there from Palmy Boys High, and they're patient.
Yep, keeping the defence guessing. All right, and it's Reid, pick and go. Just getting their structure in place here, Palmerston North. Pick and go seems to be working well for them so far. That was Stevens who scored 2 tries last week, but a knock on.
Yeah, unfortunate. I felt like they were just sort of finding their way there. Could see just at the base there, Mitchell Hooper was just organising things. Just a little bobble, and right in front of the adjudicator, he's picked that up. They've been the patient one now on defence, Hamilton Boys, but the last 10, I feel like Palmerston North Boys High got a little bit more better ball and are utilising their strengths.
Yeah, Lalonga Fal has come on for Palmerston North Boys. And a change at halfback as well. So Cash Moss comes on for the very impressive pace Mitchell Hopper.
Yeah, Cash Moss. Mum and Dad from Taihape. Moved down to Palmy. He taini e ki te kura, so he mihi ana ki te tamara Cash. Straight in there, and I did see him right in the front row at the haka earlier on. So, ka nui ngā mihi kia koe tama. And I think we may have cleared the bench now for Ngā Tamato or Te Papai Oia.
Ko te ahua nei, ko tai mai a Mateo Cole, more Hamilton Boys. He's got the ball at the moment. Under 15s, Hamilton Boys High School, Condor 7s. He's part of the championship winning team. He's also a year 11, first year in the first 15.
Nice pace, good boy.
No Ngāti Whātua Hoki.
Oh, and it's another. Although we've had a few replacements from both forward packs, it's still tough work up front.
Yeah, and it always does get a bit messy, so to speak, in the front row when there's a complete change from the bench. So it'll take a bit of time for both front rows to feel each other out as we approach the final 13 minutes or so of this match.
And it's a beautiful day here in Waikato, isn't it? Sun's out, there's absolutely zero breeze. Ka tahi te kēmu. We do know there's a bit of a big game of rugby up here last night.
Yeah, well, they'll be pleased, won't they? The Hamilton crowd. The Chiefs going into the Super Rugby final next week to play either the Blues or the Hurricanes. And a breakaway here from inside their own 22. And they'll look to exit now. And it's Botherway with his massive boot. It doesn't find touch. And it's there now for Palmerston North Boys looking to counter-attack. Oh, Mitchell Hopper, he's still on the field. He must have slotted into a different position. And he gets well over the advantage line, Mitchell Hopper.
What an asset. Goes from, you know, to whāngai halfback, stays on the field, and that says a lot about what he brings to this team. But what about it? It's a lovely run there from Armon Ferg. Here's Cash. Nice little left to right pass there. It's those micro skills from the base, and again picking out Walker through the hands. Yeah, ball in two hands. Oh, what a tackle. Hamilton Boys.
And it's turned over. Hamilton Boys look to counter-attack. They do well. That's Hunter, who had to regather that ball.
Reid cleans it up for Palmy Boys. He's been everywhere, Reid.
And now the front rower pushing it over the advantage line. And it's there. And they opt to spread it. Botherway decides to kick.
Yeah, and ka hoki anō, kāre kore. I have no doubt that that's come from the coach. There's no need for us to run from our goal line. Let's just play percentage, and they get the ball back.
Yeah, bit of game of force back at the moment, but Hamilton Boys a good right foot step slightly high. That's a penalty straight away.
Yeah, unfortunate. It's been such a clean game, and you know, sometimes stepping back against the grain, a lethargic arm can be up, but the ref's all over this. And we got, looks like Moss. Yeah, just go to kia tau te MΑORI. It's been an excellent game. A little bit of niggle off the bench, but and number 8, I want to highlight 8 for Palmy Boys. He's been, you know, and you know, tough day at the office. He's been everywhere, hasn't he, Anaru?
Ollie Reid, te kāpene mo tēnei kapa. Ko tākoro ia mo Manawa 2. Under 16s. But it's Hamilton Boys High looking to close this game out with 10 minutes remaining.
Just a nice little walk up from Hamilton Boys. They're not in a hurry. Okay, te kitau te tihati a Ngāti Hine in the background.
Tēnā koutou Ngāti Hine.
Kia ora. I do know Carlos. He's of descent there, as we said earlier, but Hamilton hot on attack. And who they're going to get up early here? Edwards. No, they're going to go to the back. Oh, yeah, he managed to...
Kaitākoro Hautena, ko Puamau, Anea Tuapola.
And he's not shy to take it up.
No, it's good to see the confidence in Tuapola's. Mills carries it up. It's there for Matangi, who's also just come on.
I heard you say year 11.
Yep, first year in the first 15 is foot. Played for Waikato under 16s, did foot. And now Tuapola spreads it. And they're lining up out here. It's heading towards Luke Phillips. Good defence on that left wing by Palmerston North Boys High. But it's still there for Hamilton Boys. Tuapola. Puamo. Still alive, but it's gone to ground. But there was an advantage, so we'll go back.
Something was brewing, wasn't it? You could just see the combinations, the fresh legs that have come on. Caleb Puamo, he was heavily involved in that whole sequence. And then everyone's getting their hand on the ball. And I just want to say, I feel like Mateo Cole, who's come on and replaced Carlos, he's just continued that great service to the backs.
So I'm sure Hamilton Boys will plug the ball into the corner again.
Yes, go back to the well, as they say. What about the hiker? Jackson here. He relieves a lot of pressure from Tuapola, just around, you know, any positional kicking. He's definitely not the second string. Like, they go to him quite a lot, so they really balance their skill set well, don't they?
No, you're right. It's always a bonus when you have another kicking specialist in the team, especially on attack. It's the line out. Anei te tūtira. Ka haere ki wanganui o te tūtira nei. He moro. As they drive towards the line, it's looking good. Hamilton Boys close to the line, but just pulled up short. Back and go. As they go the right side, it opens up. And an appeal for a try. But it's still there for Hamilton boys. They have another go. Who wants it? It's with Hammond. Hammond short. Right through the middle, yes. It's on the line, is it? Who scored it?
You know what?
I thought it might have been Fafita.
Yeah, I think, well, what it might have been, it's either Foot or Mills. And both of those young gentlemen, I think it might be, no, we've got that. We will get a correction. Who stepped? There he is. It's one of our substitute players. We will try our hardest to get the correct number, but it was a bit of a lolly scramble there at the back for a little while, and just pressure, just so much pressure on the line. And the percentage when Hamilton Boys High are in your 22-15 out, such a high strike rate to come away with points.
Well, Palmerston North Boys had to absorb a lot of attack there, especially from the forwards of Hamilton Boys, and there's only so much you can absorb before the defensive cracks start to appear as Botherway adds the extras. Hamilton Boys High School.
And that might be our man 16, Mātangi. Just got to have a look. Just pops off. I think we may have Mitch Mātangi met na ko koe tēnā e mihani kā koe ko whai pero. And isn't it good when the old substitutes come on, the impact players, and they get a piece of the party.
Yeah, this is only the second match for Hamilton Boys High School in this whakataitai. They won against New Plymouth Boys High School 24-17 as the break from the restart and the little step. Isaiah Edwards is still alive but stolen. Palmerston North Boys High School get the turnover.
Isaiah Edwards, remember the name, you're going to hear it as that boy goes through the grades. I mean, that was from the kickoff, and he's been doing that all day.
Yep.
Both number 8s, man, they're such powerhouse, but Isaiah Edwards, born in Australia, raised in France, a bonjour, mate.
and he wants to play in the top 14 French comp. That's what he wants to do when he leaves
Here
school.
it is. Look at this. He's probably up 15 out from his line, straight and hard. You better be careful. Some of those league scouts might be sniffing around there, back in the fence. Wow. And that is in the, I mean, we're in the 60th minute. And he has not shrugged the mahi. He's been ringa raupa, koira te ingoa tika mō aua tūranga.
Palmerston North Boys successful line out from the front as they spread it with Walker. A short ball there for
Miller.
Miller, yes. He's coming off the line. Imposing figure there at centre. Miller. Walker out to Whanua. Whanua with the fend. But a good tackle. He's back up on his feet, but hang on, he didn't release the ball.
You know, a skill of Whanua that he does well, he manages to isolate his opposition and get one-on-one really well. He'll hold up, stop his man Jink. He just needed to let go of the ball there, but it's quite a skill that not many people can do. Yeah, Kaukea no ki te haika, Jackson, off the way. Geez, he gets them deep into Palmerston North Boys High, their part of the field. And once again, here's this slow walk up, Aotearoa. You know, strategy. They've worked out exactly what they're doing. You can just see he's just chipping away, isn't he? Getting their numbers right. Looks like the organisation there is from Ethan 19. Could see him calling the line out. They might get Caleb up again. And they go to our man, your man Mills, Kent.
There's to a pull up. He's looking to run to the line again. Good to see. As Hamilton boys look to finish this match strongly with only 4 minutes remaining.
Beautiful defence here from Boys High, Palmerston.
As Botherway gives it out, still alive there, and it's now with Cutter, the co-captain who's on the field, Maxwell Cutter. Ngati Mania Poto, it's there for the loose forwards. There's Cole, Spreads it, and it's opening up here for Hamilton boys. And it's now with Dahar Elliott. Dahar Elliott needs support. Can't get the ball away. Great defence there by Whanua. They're lining up to this left-hand side. Surely, Bobaway gets it away, and it'll be Maxwell Cutter who scores the Chiefs under-18s player in the corner.
Yeah, geez, these fresh legs for Waikato, they've come on. Watch this catch and pass, draw pass to a player in space. That's your hooker there, and this is good patience. He really held them up, and they come, and Hunter gets it again, you know, and he looked for a little bit of a skip pass, but it was drawn pass in the corner, and this is a big win for Hamilton boys at home.
They're looking very dangerous, Hamilton Boys High School, with the rest of the Super 8 season ahead of us, still in the early stages, but they're going to be ones to watch over the coming weeks as Botherweight lines up a pretty tricky conversion kick here on the sideline. And he's just hooked it. Ko tērā te mutunga o te kēmu. Whātikau mā toru ki te rima. Ki Hamilton Boys High School. Ko rātou ngā toa o tēnei kēmu. I tēnei ahi. Whātikau mā toru ki te rima.
Ai, pai kare, hea te tahi kōrero, hei whakātu, ki te taumata teke o te haukainga, Hamilton Boys High. Wow, that's, I don't think anyone saw that coming. Maybe they did, but when we saw the matchups coming into this game and the score lines, well, it's definitely one of those things on the day. And I just see a young man there, Mataku whakapāha ko whakahua te tengoa here, Walker and mihi ana ki a koe, but geez, here we go, and just going to go through some highlights. Carlos had a great game, and just this trio again, wasn't it? Three, and they're very, very patient here. And they just moved the ball. There is a little bit of a deflect here off the chest, but into Edwards, and he still had a lot of mahi to do. Touchdown in the corner.
That's right, and then Hamilton boys, they looked to spread. It was Tuapola with the big dummy and break, and on his shoulder was Hammond, who dotted over for another try.
Yeah, ka hoki anō, and it was just all Hamilton boys this early start. This kick here was the start, such a strategic kick, and just one of the most nastiest bounces, and then manages to knock it on. He was there, knock it on, they managed to get the ball, move it away. We went back and reset for a scrum off this play. Oh gee, this is the big one, and this is where Whanua, we saw the class of Whanua. He puts pressure on Hulla, he gets in a little bobble, gets it, one, flicks off two, and just uses his speed and his elusiveness, and gets Palmerston North Boys High on the score sheet.
And then Hamilton Boys High School just kept it tight, and it was Hammond and the forwards who went phase after phase, but in the end, it was Mitch Matangi who got over the line.
Yeah, and this is this beautiful skill, catch pass, draw pass, put a player into space. It's Hammond, Hunter, and then slices back in here. Just very, very patient there from Elliott. And then this one here, hold it up. This is still a great skill to get. Catch pass and score in the corner for Maxwell Cutter, and that pretty much sealed the deal, didn't it, Underwood?
Anei te kapa o Hamilton Boys High School. Ngā toa o tēnei kēmu I tēnei wā, tēnei māua e tuku mihi atu kia koutou katoa e hono mai ki tēnei pāpāhotanga ia whakata Māori. Engari, koenei ngā kēmu e whai ake nei. I nei wiki. Hei te kaumāwaru o hune ko New Plymouth Boys High School me Palmerston North Boys High. Hei te rua te kau o hune, Napier Boys High me Tauranga Boys College. Rotorua Boys High me Hamilton Boys High. Gisborne Boys High me Hastings Boys High. So some exciting matches to come. Hika.
Yeah, and me mihi kia koutou. Seeing this is essential, and next weekend we've got Lindisfarne hosting Francis Douglas Memorial College, kick off at 11, and then St Paul's Fielding High School, and they played each other earlier on. Then we head over back to Kirikiri, St John's, Hamilton, St Peter's, Cambridge, neighbours take that one, and then Wesley College round off the last game for that weekend against St John's, Hastings. It's a 12 o'clock kick-off.
No reira, kia koe nui, kia koe rahi. Tēnei te mihi atu kia koutou katoa. Tūrau, Hawaii.